Welcome to our channel. Today, we will take you through a series of unbelievable events. Shang Wan waddled back to the ward and found the old man, smoking uncle, and crying God inside, like a family reunion. The trio ghosts teamed up in mid-air to tease Shang Wan, saying they'd share his body. It was absolutely ridiculous. Faced with absurdity, Shang Wan fainted in terror, waking when the doctor arrived. What drama? The doctor asked if he'd still see hallucinations like yesterday, and to Shang Wan's shock, he saw even more today. Now there was a little boy. And in good, Shang Wan wanted to say but realized the ghost was only visible to him. What to do? If he talked too much, he might end up in a mental hospital. He could only pretend his condition had improved, hoping this performance would pass muster. In the end, the doctor really let him go, but while he tricked the doctor, the ghost stuck to him like little frogs turned into his sidekicks. The smoking uncle acted like he'd never smoked before, clinging to him and puffing away like crazy, making Shang Wan's stomach churn. His burps were practically gummy. The peeping old man drank and behaved with reckless abandon, even urinating wherever he pleased, without regard for his surroundings. The neighbors could no longer bear it and decided to unite, forming a committee to protest together. And guess what? They ran into that weeping godfather, making for a very awkward atmosphere. After half an hour of failed comforting, the neighbors totally broke down and immediately decided to cancel the no public urination agreement now. That was a plot twist. Only the little boy was somewhat normal, taking snacks when using Shang Wan's body. In fact, his appetite was astonishing, making Shang Wan vomit and have diarrhea. True competitive eater in action. After all this turmoil, Shang Wan lamented that he just wanted to live well but kept getting bullied. Now, wanting to die had him haunted by ghosts, making him shout at them, asking if they could stop pestering him. The ghost merely gave him an innocent look, making him self-reflect. Talking to kids was less frustrating than this. In desperation, Shang Wan sought out a ghostbuster, hoping to get rid of these relentless specters. The master told him these ghosts hadn't left likely due to unfulfilled wishes. It felt like a quest prompt from a video game. Casually asking, it turned out the ghosts needed him. The old man claimed he borrowed a camera before he kicked the bucket and wanted it back. The camera was locked up at the police station, and now he was like a treasure-hunting adventurer. Poor guy. He had to stick close to the police, hunting for opportunities, but unexpectedly stumbled into a police raid. It was a real-life car crash. Not only did he get in trouble, but he was also arrested and subsequently released when the police needed to save face. Shang Wan, in the old man's body, headed to the hospital to find the buddy who lent him the camera. That familiar call immediately sparked the old man's memories. Turning around, he saw it wasn't his old friend. What a heartbreak. But with that hint, he could guess who the old man was. Reunited after so many years, the two brothers met at a restaurant. What a joyful reunion. They thought they could drink together like 20 years ago, but a nurse interrupted them. How rude. Shang Wan fumed, wanting to know who disturbed them. Turning, he saw a stunning beauty. The old man sensed Shang Wan's feelings and decided to help him out. Talk about divine intervention. The old man's narcissistic flirting left the girl speechless. She even thought Shang Wan was a mental patient. Even though he embarrassed himself in front of the girl, he had at least fulfilled the old man's desire. The old man wished to see a young face once more in his twilight years. It was truly a heartwarming. One by one, the old man's wishes were fulfilled. It was indeed a moment of pure happiness. However, the old man's obsession wasn't over yet. The wishes kept rolling in. The old man longed to see his first love again. It was utterly touching. He was particularly eager to see the token of his youth, filling his heart with nostalgia and emotion. Next, fulfilling the boy's wish, he just wanted an animated movie. Simple. Unexpectedly, he ran into that nurse again. She was bringing her brother to watch a movie. What a twist of fate. Gathering his courage to apologize, Shang Wan was relieved to find the nurse hadn't taken it to heart. Her mood lightened up. But the little boy was eyeing the lollipop, asking, "10 in a bottle?" Oops, no way. / no, it's $120 a bottle. / the movie started, and their joyful moments unfolded. The little boy sat in the front, laughing so hard he couldn't close his mouth, watching an anime he had never seen before. It was priceless. Yanzi noticed the boy's joy and wondered why Shang Wan appeared so innocent this time. Yesterday's greasy image felt like two different people. After the movie, while Yanzi went to the restroom, the little boy threatened his brother. The scene was caught by Yanzi upon her return. Shang Wan felt a flush of shame. Who would have thought this little rascal was so mischievous? Then he bought a giant koi-shaped candy to redeem himself in front of the goddess brother. But the little boy suddenly changed his mind, leaving the brother helpless. The candy was sent away. What a close call. This kind of flip-flopping made Yanzi lose interest. She decided not to get involved further. What a tearful moment. But to save face, Shang Wan still tagged along with the siblings to eat noodles. He just couldn't let it go. Even though the fruity ghost took over and made her scarf down 5 giant bowls, embarrassing her to no end. Her brother began to look at her differently. What a surprisingly good outcome. Seeing her shocking behavior in the restroom, Yanzi felt a twinge of guilt. She felt that if her brother hadn't praised her, she wouldn't have acted that way. So she left her card for Shangwan, who knew this was the key to unlocking further. Through all this, they became friends, and this was Shangwan's biggest gain in fulfilling the little boy's wishes. Subscribe to our channel and keep following our story.